Hello guys, and welcome to another installation of Sew Vintage Burda in 2020. So today I'm going to do a browse through of the June 1971 issue, which I really like. When I bought this online, you couldn't actually see the pictures of the patterns inside. I just bought it based on the cover because I actually really liked the dress on the cover. I know they say don't judge a book by its cover, but I really liked this cover. So we're just going to do a browse through. And what I like about the 1970s fashion was that it had a lot of bright colors, really vibrant colors, just like what we have here. And again, like most the vintage sewing magazines, what you have is the different sizes for each particular pattern. And on this page, I quite like the simplicity of this collar and the vintage vibe that I get from it. I had a vintage dress which I sold off back in the day when I actually used to sell vintage clothes online, and I used to love that collar. So I've got that one down as something that I'm interested in, and it's also got a size 38-40, which is my Burda size and which is my Burda vintage size. And you've got this cute, you've got a skirt and the top there, so it's a two-parter, but absolutely cute. And then this is exactly what I typically associate the 70s with, where you've got this empire style panel and then you've got the binding on there, and you've obviously got the maxi length, because in the 60s the hems really got shorter, but then the 70s you got the hems going sort of longer generally. And I quite like the detail, so it's actually button closure at the back for the strap. I liked that, and that's also available in a 38-40, so I was like, boom, really like that. And we've got a slightly more traditional look button front dress, but the fit on it, I know for a fact from having sewn a vintage pattern before that this fit is absolutely exceptional. And again, loving the vibrant 70s style prints on there. And you've got the browns, the more muted earthy tones that tended to be favored with some of the 70s style fashions. But great use of a bias binding. And I think that the way that they're finishing these edges, you could apply that to any of the modern day sewing patterns and it would still look just as great. And then we've got a romantic look using pin tags, and it's really cute. And you've got laces, and you've got like a lace trim that's been inserted on the sleeve. I find this top quite inspirational, how they've put the darting, the shaping into the pin tags. Beautiful. And you've got this lovely jacket with the pockets. Great use of lace again. And a two-piece bikini. How cool is that? Oh, I really liked the stripe play on this knit dress here. So this was another one that I quite liked, but I think this works only because of the fabric, because of how you'd play around with the stripes. That's pretty awesome. It's very nautical. Feels very nautical to me. And you've got a lovely tailored jacket here. Rickrack. Who doesn't love Rickrack? It's just so cheerful. I think it's one of those things that you can just quickly pop onto a dress and it just, you know, makes it a fun dress to wear. These ones, they remind me too much of May's outfits, so I'm not too big a fan of it, but that's got a zip and it's got some cute heart-shaped pocket detail. And that hair is so 70s. Love it. And then you've got a simple knit dress, which has got the V-neck line, and that would be perfect for summer. Still absolutely usable today. That's also in a size 38-40. So this particular issue, I liked it because it has a lot of my sizes. I also really like this with all of the strapping at the back. So they've used D-rings on the side, and then you make a big strap that you sort of lace up, almost like it's a corset, but really wide. Fabulous. And look at the pants as well, high-waisted pants and a cropped top. Still wearable. So this one is a size 36, so it's a little bit dicey as to whether this would fit me or not. But if you look on here, love how they've used the contrasting fabrics. And again, some more beautiful psychedelic 70s style, big, bold prints. I was quite lucky with this issue because there's a lot of 38-40 sizes that I would wear that I like. And this is very Liberty. I just saw this and I thought, oh, that could easily be a Liberty fabric. It might very well be, I don't know. But some really great boho style patterns in there. Of course, they are going to be boho style because they're from the 70s. And you've just got this lovely maxi dress. And that's also in a size 38-40. So a lot of patterns in this issue. I was really, really lucky with that. And there's that dress, obviously. But this one's in a size 36. So I'd have to make a tall and do some grading to get it to fit me, which was a bit of a shame. But I'm not too gutted because there's several other styles in the 38-40 range that would fit me. Let's bring lobsters back. You know, lobsters are cool. And then there's some more sportswear, you know, absolutely cool. I like the idea of having little shorts and a dress, you know. It's like, look, the business, but then there's a party underneath. And how cute are those shoes, guys? Look at that. I just think that the 70s, for me, there was just so many more options in terms of looks that you could have. You've got this really classy cocktail dress look, I want to say. So incredibly elegant tailoring with elegant fabrics and beautiful finish. Very nice. And you've got a two-piece with the jacket over there. And you had the option, so already in this magazine, you've got sort of like your boho feel maxi dresses. And then you had the more fitted looks with the knit dresses. And then you've got this tailored, elegant look, which is, they were basically covering every woman that you could think of. And then you've got this one that has got pockets on the princess seam. Love it. Absolutely love it. And I've got some more. And a two-piece with a coat. How beautiful is this? So it's kind of like a houndstooth style in there. And then you've got a giant geometric print. Fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Tell you what, I am loving the vintage patterns so much. It's making me lose inspiration for the more modern day patterns. And these are so cute for the kiddies. And look at that. I was just like, how adorable are those? There's some more great stuff for the kids. And then you had a lot of ads, which again are great insight into the actual styles of the time and what people were into. I remember putting rollers on my mom's hair, these exact type of rollers with these little pins. Oh, it's quite funny how some of these, even though it's like from the 70s, I am reminded of some of the things in my childhood. I also liked this. This pattern comes with this embroidery pattern, which reminds me of folkloric tradition. I just don't have the patience to do something like embroidery, sadly. It's not my forte. I just don't have the passion for that. And also, a lot of adverts in the 70s, I noticed they were very, you know, they just treated a woman's body as a woman's body. It wasn't like hypersexualized like the way it is now. So there's a lot of skin on products that are advertising the skin. So there you go. And some crochet patterns. Hot pants. Hot pants. Pretty cool. And that's about it in this July issue. You've got these step-by-step instructions for how to sew and also how to adjust the pattern to fit you properly. I would totally wear that. They're called Peggy pants. Totally wear that. So cool. So cute. And we have our pattern sheet there. And the rest of the things in here are just mostly adverts because it's all homeware. homeware stuff. We've got, I thought that this was pretty cool, puff pastry with your shrimps in there, or puff pastry, sorry, or puff pastry with beef. Awesome. So yeah, so this is April, sorry, no, not April, June 1971. I hope that you enjoyed that walk down memory lane, and I will be back soon with more vintage magazines that are in my collection. And you've seen the ones that I'm interested in making, and hopefully I should get those done within the next I don't know, a month or so. Thanks so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe if you haven't already. And until I see you next time, happy sewing. Bye.